It was a time of belching black smoke, a time of men in blue coveralls, a time before the superhighway. Transportation has evolved, of course, leaving the steam locomotive behind. While times have changed, that doesn't mean we can't imagine and get the feel of yesterday's travel. For the curious, pull off Interstate 85 for the short trip to Spencer, North Carolina. The town of Spencer is located in the heart of the Piedmont and is the home to the North Carolina Transportation Museum, or as the locals call it, the Spencer Shops. Once, 70 years ago, almost 3,000 people worked here. Now over 100,000 visit each year to remember or experience for the first time the lore of the train.
We cover all forms of transportation found in North Carolina, from the days of the Native American dugout canoes to the horse and buggy days, automobiles, and trains.
The train, for decades, was the most important method of getting North Carolina's farm crops to market.
Railroads were designed to carry any and all commodities. For North Carolina, agriculture did play a major role. Spencer and Salisbury was home to a transfer shed, which where a lot of these commodities the truckers could bring to a central point, loaded onto rail cars, and then be shipped out pretty much anywhere in the United States.
The North Carolina Transportation Museum consists of 18 structures on land donated by Southern Railway. Within this area, one can see 80 railroad cars, both passenger and freight, 25 steam and diesel locomotives, a Conestoga wagon, and a 1935 highway patrol car, along with other vintage automobiles. You can also ride a train, and there's this piece of equipment. It's known as a turntable and was used to get train cars into and out of the pie-shaped repair sheds. The museum has plenty of finished exhibits, but you can have the opportunity to see some of the exhibits in the midst of restoration as well.
On the weekends, on a normal weekend, you can come in our restoration shop. You may find 10 or 20 people over there working on any type of equipment and such. Depending on if it was a big job, we may contract that work in. We have in the restoration shop now that's due to come out in a few weeks is a Norfolk and Western combination car, which was part baggage and passenger coach. We are turning that into an ADA handicapped accessibility car, and they are just now completing the installation of the powered wheelchair lift and to letter the car.
Also awaiting its turn at restoration is the back shop building, which is 600 feet long and 150 feet wide. In its heyday during the 1930s and 40s, it would contain as many as 15 steam locomotives undergoing repair or rebuilding.
They would detach the steam locomotive from the tender, put it in through that building facing north, and through the period of 600 feet, they could disassemble it, ferry those parts to other buildings to be rebuilt, and then brought back to the building and have a totally rebuilt locomotive in about 2 to 4 weeks.
Once finished, it will house exhibits from the days of early railroading to modern aviation. So, when you're driving down that modern North Carolina interstate someday and see a sign for the North Carolina Transportation Museum, or the Spencer Shops as the locals call it, take the exit and exit our time for a trip back in time.